Lahi, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Get that bitch. Get that bitch. Hey, Chase, do it, dumbass. She dumb as shit. Wallahi. Stop playing, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Hey, Chase, we out. We out, Chase. We out, Chase. We out. Chase, we out.
Hey yo, what's happening, black men? E aí, preto hermano. Você sabe que é bom. Now, black men, remember, you're boring, right? You're stable, black men. Remember, you have a routine. So all of that means you're boring, black men. Listen, I can personally speak from experience, black men. I've had a black woman to my face, university educated. I'm talking master's degree. Keisha told me that I'm boring. And guess what? I saw that same master's degree educated black woman with a Glocktavius. Pookie. Remember, black men, 10%. Brothers I make content for. Remember, after watching those 3 clips, black men, remember, you're boring. Remember that, black men. Remember all of those things Keisha said to you, because that's what they go for. You guys remember that clip I made about Sexy Red talking about how she wants the guys who bring the thrills, guys who bring the excitement. Every day is a new day because you don't know what's going to happen, right? You don't know if you're going on a shootout. You don't know if you're going on a high-speed chase. You don't know if Glocktavius is about to get raided by the police. You don't know if Glocktavius is going to hit you with a right hook and you drop to the ground. You don't know if you're going to get into an argument and Glocktavius hit you with the uppercut and a right hook and a jab, and he drag you across the floor with your hair. Listen, black men, remember, you're boring. Granted, I'm not making this clip because I approve of violence on women, black women especially. I don't approve of that. I don't want to see no black women getting beat on. But remember, black men, they chose that, right? I saw in the comment section of the video clip, because the one on the second one, right, with the police incidents, that's a real Instagram account, and that's also the name of the Instagram account. You can go look it up yourself. But in that comment section, right, you had black men who told Keisha's, you need to pick better men. And they're talking about, oh, why you talking about pick better men? You care more about stuff that don't even matter versus the women being hurt and being beat on. Yeah, so pick better men. You go out your way to sabotage a normal black man, an average black man, the guys who you know are no physical threat to you, the guys who probably wouldn't even raise his voice at you. But again, you want to test boundaries. That's what Keisha does best. She tests boundaries. You give a black joint an inch, she take forget a mile. She better hop on the next plane and go to a new continent. Keisha want to push the bar so far with you before you snap. And again, I'm not saying what those guys did are right. I don't know what caused those men to physically harm those females. And again, I'm not saying it's right, but I know how Keisha is, right? Before a man puts his hands on you, there's red flags. The signs show themselves, right? Pattern recognition. Oh, but he's tall. Okay. Oh, but he has dreadlocks and tattoos. Okay. Oh, but he's a thug. He's living a criminal lifestyle. He's thrilled. Oh, he brings the thrills. It's exciting. Okay. Remember, black men, that second dude in the video clip, he was arrested 50 times. You saw how many mugshots he had? So for all you black Johns, you talk about, oh man, when I talk to a new guy, oh, I investigate. You all on his Instagram trying to look through pictures. You know what I mean? You on forums and other social media platforms. You probably on the T app trying to make sure, oh, he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. See, the reason why they can go on something like the T app and talk about certain guys or see information about certain guys, because those are the same men that the collective of black women are choosing to deal with, right? You won't find 10% on the T app. You won't find a mugshot of a black man, of 10% black men. Even some of the simps. Most of the simps who They want to love black women. They want to care for black women. They want to build with black women. They want to have a black family. Those men, you can't find no mugshot of those guys. You can't say those guys are out there physically harming black women. So yeah, I'm even bigging up the Simps right now. Those men are out there trying to, again, drag a black woman by her hair, punch a black woman in the jaw. That female probably had to get her jaw rewired, dude. You saw how hard he hit her? She flew back. Again, I'm not advocating for those men. I'm not saying what they did was right. But black men, that's the men that they pick. I'm telling you, if a female ever put her hands on you, black man, I can guarantee you those signs showed themselves. Those red flags showed themselves. And if she actually did it, listen, you ignored it. Because why? She wanted to raise her hand to you. She wanted to always play fight and take things too far. You can't say I'm lying about that. Again, remember, black men, they call you boring because you go to work, because you have a routine life, because you stick to a strict diet, because you have unconventional, non-stereotypical habits and hobbies. You read books. You like to practice your writing, right? You play video games. You watch anime, right? Even down to how you dress. Again, you saw in that last video I made about the Keisha talking about the one young black man at the AT&T store where he works at. Oh, you're a bum. Look at your shoes. He's at work. It doesn't matter what kind of shoes he fucking wear, bitch. He's at work. But again, you know what? You'll spend your money every year on a brand new iPhone getting finesse because you feel like, oh, I got to stay up to date. Oh, I keep up with the Joneses. Yo, all right, bitch. Yo, black man, see, when I make this content, bro, I'm telling you, the proof is in the pudding. Just because you want to ignore, just because you want to turn a blind eye, doesn't mean that Keishas aren't out here choosing the worst possible option. That second female, right, with the guy who has 50 arrests. Yeah, I think to myself, for all the quote unquote investigation black women do, you don't look a man up in the police records, right? You don't see if he has a criminal record. It's public information. See, they'll go that far to look you up, productive black men. They'll go that far to scour the corners of the internet to see if there's any information about you. But the man who looks like a felon, the man who looks like he beat on women, the man who looks mentally unstable, you're not questioning anything about him. You won't check his background. But again, I'm talking about that because I've experienced it. I've never thought about beating up a black woman. I've never thought about dragging a black woman by her hair. Even after they tried to disrespect me, right? Even after they tried to belittle me, again, I just keep it pushing. And all I do is take notes. And again, I see that you treat me this way, but the man who would put his hands on you. And you know what's so funny, black men? Situations like this, yeah, they may go public, they may hit social media, but I've seen it with my own two eyes. A black woman would get beat up by a man, and guess what? Afterwards, she's having sex. They call that makeup sex. So after Glocktavius punch you in the jaw, after Glocktavius bust your lip, after Glocktavius give you a black eye, you're ready to have sex? Because that's what they understand. That's what they respond to. That's what they love, black men. And again, I'm not saying I agree with a man putting his hands on a woman, especially a black woman. I don't want to see black women get physically harmed. I hate to see it, but I have to talk about it because why? Remember, black men, you don't bring no thrills. You don't bring no excitement. I talked about it before. University educated black women coming from two-parent households are still laying down with those same men. Those men treat them the same, but yet they treat those men differently than how they treat us, black men, productive black men. And again, and I know that women can't treat every man equally. I know that. I accept that. But I just want black women to accept the fact that you need to be accountable and hold responsible for your choices. You chose that man that's going to get you pregnant and leave you. You chose the man that had 4 other children by 5 other women. Or if that's even proper math, right? You chose that man. You chose the man that's going to physically harm you. You chose the man that's going to jack up your credit. You chose the man that's going to take all your money, or you chose to spend all your money on him. And guess what? He left you. You chose the man that you feel like I'm going to build him up. And guess what? He cheated on you. You chose that. So just take accountability for your actions. You chose that, black man. I'm sorry, you chose that, Keisha. And guess what, black men? You made a choice to not deal with it. You made a choice to not be a victim of her brutality against you, whether it's physical or verbal. You chose different. You chose to get out that rat community. Shout out to AC for that. You chose to get your passport. You chose to date non-black women. You chose a happier life. And guess what? As a man, we take accountability for our actions, right? We're thinking with a full deck and not just our emotions. But Keisha wants to live in the moment. So again, let her live in the moment. And you saw that video clip of the black woman who was obviously on her dyke, femme, lesbian, whatever they call that stuff. I made a video last year, right, of a Keisha in DC. Granted, that video happened in DC as well. I made a video clip about that one Keisha getting beat on out there in the snow by Glocktavius and his crew. And I'm thinking to myself, well, when it comes to a black woman who wants to be a lesbian, a dyke, whatever they call it, the femme, think about this. Why is it that they never try to portray a good guy? They never try to portray a square. You want to cosplay as a thug. You want to get tattoos. You want to sag your pants. You want to be street. Because why? Even when she was still transitioning, right? When she was still trying to mentally decide, do I want to be a female? Do I want to be a boy? Right? She saw the thugs, the scammers, the drug dealers, the pookies, kick door specialists. She saw those men as the alphas. So guess what? She wants to cosplay and become who? An alpha. And again, I don't know why you have these Keishas who want to become street guys. They want to join gangs, but yet you're cosplaying as a tomboy or cosplaying as a thug. First of all, you saw it, and that's Gen Z right there, right? That's why Gen Z resort to guns, switches, and all type of nonsense because they can't fight. Even fighting a female who couldn't fight back, he was still missing punches. So yet, you can't beat up a female because you can't fight. And again, you saw how he stomped her head in. If you guys saw that one video clip of the black dude in New York City, right? Because the female didn't want to give her phone number to him, he suplexed her and stomped her head. Yo, come on, son. Yo, black men, really? Again, I don't approve of that behavior. I don't approve. I'm not an advocate. I don't support a man putting his hands on a woman because I would never do it. But again, if I have an inclination that a female is going to try and put her hands on me, right, because she's testing me, because she's pushing boundaries, because she raised her hand up to me, because she want to talk to me aggressively, I am going to leave her where she is standing. Because why? It's going to only lead to her feeling too comfortable to put her hands on me. I'm telling you from experience, from my own 2 eyes, I don't see Keisha's put their hands on those Glocktavius. She might argue with him, but it's always him who's the aggressor. I told you guys in multiple videos, black women respect the black men who are the aggressor, who are the perpetrator, the ones who are the suspect. You can't play defense. You can't be the victim. Nah. You gotta always be on offense, black man. And again, I hate to see the fact that those Keisha, the one who want to play the dyke, right? She got beat up like that. And again, you heard the other dude behind the camera talking about wallahi, yo. So all these Muslim dudes, fake Muslim dudes, again, you go to prison, become Muslim for protection, or you become Muslim on the street before you go to prison because you're gonna need the protection when you get there, right? That's what they go for. That's what they hang around. That's what they get. And again, those same Keishas who are doing that thug stuff, hanging out with all them guys, they still get fucked by those dudes. They don't talk about it too much. They keep it on the low. I'm telling you right now, she may dress like a boy. I promise you, she still gets fucked by those same dudes, the same Glocktavius. Even when she cosplay as a thug, and she's feeling however women feel after that period of time, right after their period, she still get fucked by Glocktavius. Oh my goodness. Like I said, black men, again, this is their choices. All I'm saying is let them be responsible. Let them be accountable for their choices. Don't put on your cape. There is no S on your chest, right? You don't have to save them. Just sit back and watch. Whether you watch from across the street, whether you watch from across the seas, whether you watch from a different state, different city, just watch, black men. Oh, someone might say, well, what if that's your mom? My mom is out here trying to be a thug. What if that's your sister? I would hope my sister's not out here trying to be a thug. Right? Oh, what if that's your mom getting punched? No, 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 no. And again, if my mom did get punched, well, listen, that's the man you chose. Like I said, women feel like they need to be afraid of a man, right? Oh God, hold on, it brought back a memory. And this is what I'm talking about, black men. This is what I'm talking about. If I find that video clip, I will put it in the beginning of the video, right? I saw a black woman say, and again, this is about the height thing, right? I think a man said he was 5'8". And she said, what the fuck I look like dating a man who was 5'8"? My father is 6'3". She said, listen, I could look you eye to eye. I'm going to disrespect you. She said, my mouth is foul, something like that, right? I'm gonna put my hands on you. I'm gonna try you. So again, she feels like she needs to be afraid of a man. For whatever reason, however black woman's mind is registered, right? Whatever's going on in that peanut-sized brain of theirs, they feel like they have to be afraid of a man, physically afraid that that man will hurt her. But again, you choose the man who will do it. You choose the man who will do it. Like I said, black man, I mean, if you look like you won't put your hands on a female, if you look like you don't have felonies, if you look like you don't tote guns, if you look like you can read, if you look like you can actually hold down a job, if you look like you know where your birth certificate, your passport is, again, black men, that's not the kind of man they're looking for, right? They talk about the corporate thug, and they want the thug, not really the corporate. Again, the corporate guy might be cool because, again, he has his passport, he has his paperwork, he can pay for a vacation somewhere. But what they really want is the thug, because again, you can't be corporate and be thug. That's not how that works. Anyways, black man, I'm just showing you guys proof. I'm just showing you guys more examples. Again, I'm not advocating for women to get hurt, but I do want women to be more accountable for their choices. You made that choice, you have to deal with it. Anyways, black man, I'm out. Peace.